As artificial intelligence and deepfakes get more and more advanced, the chances of one getting duped are getting higher and higher, and that's exactly what happened to some people yesterday, including the DNC. Now, there's a clip going around of what appeared to be, but is not, Donald Trump Jr.'s voice on his podcast talking about the Ukraine and Russia war and coming out in favor of sending weapons to Russia. It turns out this audio is a deep fake. It is not Don Jr. saying this. Listen for yourself.
I honestly can't imagine anyone in their right mind picking Ukraine as an ally when Russia is the other option. I mean, just think about it. Massive nuclear power, loaded with natural resources everyone needs, literally the biggest country on the planet. Honestly, if anything, the U.S. should have been sending weapons to Russia.
To be abundantly clear, that is fake. He did not say that. Republican strategist Andrew Soave, a representative for Trump Jr., confirmed that the video was fake. Mediaite also noted that Trump Jr.'s podcast episode yesterday did not contain those comments. Now, while it's unclear who first created it, Washington Free Beacon reporter Chuck Ross noted that the first two big accounts pushing it were Visagrad24 and Polymarket Intel. Some major accounts that posted it include Fact Post and Republicans Against Trump. Both of these accounts then deleted those posts. The DNC launched Fact Post in January after Trump got elected. Fact Post. Chief Mobilization Officer of the DNC, Shelby Cole, said in a statement after the launch, quote, "The Republican disinformation machine is powerful, but we believe a stronger weapon is giving people the facts about how Trump and his administration are screwing over the American people."
Republicans Against Trump posted on X. We deleted a video that was circulating on social media allegedly showing Don Jr. saying the U.S. should have aligned with and armed Russia instead of Ukraine. As soon as we found out it was fake, AI generated, Don Jr. has made many horrible remarks about Ukraine and President Zelensky in the past, which is why so many people believed he might have said this. A DNC spokesperson told ABC that they nuked the post as soon as they found out it was fake and that they have a clear policy against misinformation.
Bulwark White House correspondent Andrew Egger wrote on X, honestly, a very unsettling fake. Listening to it again just now, even knowing it was AI, I genuinely could not tell it was not actually Don Jr. The latest round of audio models can be so good as make fakes orally indistinguishable, which I'm sure will help our discourse a lot. Yeah, so this was fake. His comment that we should actually send weapons to Russia, he did not say that. Saw a lot of people get duped by it. I think Andrew Eggers has a point that it was a pretty impressive fake. It does sound like him, although one might say it would have raised your eyebrow to go, did he really say we should send Russia weapons? Is that even if you're more in the we should not arm Ukraine sort of MAGA contingent, that's not America first to say we should send weapons to Russia. We're saying we should not send weapons to anyone. We should not be involved in this conflict. So maybe that should have raised attention. More broadly, though, my point in all this was, there's this whole industry of so-called misinformation watchdog people. I hate the word misinformation personally. I'm like the people who wield that, I think, do it in such bad faith. But there's all these fact checkers and nonprofits and organizations monitoring, policing misinformation online. They never catch anything where it's an example of Democrats or progressives engaging in misinformation, right? This was caught by conservative social media accounts, by Mediaite, which is a perfectly good media institution. It was not caught by any misinformation expert who monitors this stuff, which to me, the fact checker didn't catch it, which to me just exposes this as a sham industry. It was caught by your usual online suspects, and there's no special expertise that comes with identifying misinformation because the misinformation experts don't have any special skills and are not adept at identifying it. That's my hot take for you.
Totally different, but I'm going to try to use this as an example. A few years ago, a hero of mine, Nelson Mandela, passed away. But before he had passed away, a year before he passed away, there were social media posts that kept saying, "Rest in peace, Nelson Mandela was such a great leader," etc. But people saw it one place and they automatically ran with it. That's what we have within the social media piece. That's why it's so important to have credible media sources. And now the truth of the matter is, he has said a lot of things that were just like off the wall that it would make it believable that he could have said that. Mm-hmm. But In this case, yes, the fact checkers didn't catch it, but I think we do need to have fact checkers, and I think that we do need to continue to have someone that's policing. At least when I say policing, people probably don't like that word, but at least to make sure that what we're getting is verifiable, that is credible.
Well, we need fact checkers to police their own side, though. That's what I'm saying. They're only policing things conservatives get wrong, and there's not enough self-reflection. That's my criticism of this whole industry. That the same people who will say, "Oh yes, there's this Republican misinformation complex," were the same people who said that the Hunter Biden laptop story was misinformation, that this was Russian disinfo, that this is being pumped out to you by Russia. No, it's not.
Yeah,
it was not. They were wrong. They got that one wrong.
A few years ago, people, on the left talked about Sarah Palin, and they kept using gotcha, and she kept saying, "Hey, I don't want to have this gotcha moment." I'm not, But the reality is that is what social media has become. It's all about gotcha. It's all about like, who do we get next? Because a lot of this is being generated by emotion, not by logic. And a lot of it is like we're not trained to think anymore. We're just reacting. And so when people saw that, unfortunately, they ran with it. They didn't fact check it. They didn't check it. They didn't verify it. And so we are talking about it here.
As deepfakes get more impressive, it will be important, really just for people, to train yourself not to, and this is true even of videos that are not actually fake, but just like lack proper context. Like if you see something, some 6 seconds of a video online and you're outraged by it, it always is helpful to wait. Before you fire up that like or that retweet button or comment on it, just wait. Let's see if there's some broader context. Let's see if there's, this was true of the story that made me, that I am most known for commenting on the kids at the Lincoln Memorial, the Covington kids, where they got, branded vicious racist for this confrontation with this Native American activist. And then when more video came out, it really complicated the initial portrait of, especially that the main kid had been in this guy's way. He had actually not been in the guy's way. That whole thing, there were a lot of apologies. They sued multiple media organizations. If you just wait, I agree with you. Like, people are letting emotion get ahead of things. Just calm down and wait. And we're all gonna be a lot better at discerning and saying, okay, but is that too good? Does that make my side look so good? Is that too good to be true? Let's, like in this case, I'm sure Democrats were salivating at the idea of Don Jr. pledging fealty to Russia. Okay, but is that too good to be true for you? Can you maybe just chill out a little bit? That will be good advice for everyone.
Yeah, it'd be nice if people just kind of wait. There's a scene in the show from years ago, The Newsroom, where the news and the upstairs wanted to run with a story. And the anchor says, no, wait, we need to get 3 verifiable sources. We still have to get back to somehow where there's about making sure that we get it right, as opposed to wanting to be the first or wanting to be the one to have a gotcha moment, because it can be flipped, and they got them.
Well, that does it for us today on Rising. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere you can listen to podcasts. See you later.